Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to MM2 Aviation. Today I will be showing you how to apply for UK Part 66 aircraft maintenance license or how to make changes to your existing license. First, search for apply for UK Part 66 aircraft maintenance license. From here, click on this first link. Once you are on this page, go to how do I apply. Here you will have two options: the SRG 1014 form, which you have to print and fill out, or the online application, which I recommend because it is quick and easy, and I will be walking you through the online process. The next page will be the terms of usage, which you have to accept to proceed. Before I start with the introduction and so on, I would like to go two things. So at any time in the application, you can see here save. So at any time you can save, come back for tomorrow. I believe you have 28 days before it will delete itself. So you click save. Here you create 6-digit pin. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Confirm. And then here you will write your own email. So your email at gmail.com. So this is where you write your email and then you click send. You will receive an email, and that email will have a link which you can click. But remember your 6-digit pin, that's very important. Write it somewhere. Coming back to introduction, there's a lot to read here, but you can go through your own time, especially if your experience was gained from outside the UK. So let's continue. This is where you fill your personal details, and please make sure that your passport and these details match. So your title, whatever title you have, your full name. So if you have a first name and you also have a middle name, make sure you put it here. Your surname, address, especially if you're a contractor that moves around, this is your home address. So make sure you have stability, your home address, because legally speaking, every time you change your address, you must also change your address on your license. So this is your home address, your telephone number, and your email address. This is the email address they will send the receipt to and all the communication and so on. Correspondence address, mine was the same. I would recommend make sure both of them are the same. This way they will send you letters. This way they will send you once your license arrives, this is the postcode they will use. But anyways, let's continue. Go play with it. Just before I move on, go to the CAA, play with this form, just fill in the details. Take your time. You can take weeks, month to fill this time, just making sure that everything is correct. So let's continue. Here, CAA reference. I did not have one, but maybe if you ever did examination at the CAA, or if you have one, yeah, but I did not have one, so I just skip. Now, this question is about the main reason you're doing this application. Since we are applying for initial and aircraft maintenance, that's what we select. But as you can see, you can select for change of personal details and so on, for renewal and so on. So we select initial issue. The next question is, has your experience been gained in a EASA 145 maintenance organization? You must select yes, because if you select no, look, that's what they will say. You have to contact them and then do my company is both EASA and UK approved, so just give the EASA one. And then to get this approval number, go to the EASA MOE of your own company, first page again, put it there. So it will be something like EASA 145 something, or if you're a UK company, it will be EASA UK 145 and so on. So let's continue. Here, if you are applying for a B2 licensed engineer with whatever type of a category you're applying for, that's what you select. So if you are applying for a B1.1 aeroplane turbine, this one and the category A, both of them, I've selected it. But if you're only applying for B2 license, whatever type of category you're applying for, you select. So, but I would recommend, especially if you're applying for B1, you select B1.1 aeroplane turbine and A1 aeroplane turbine. Continue. This is a critical part. This is a critical part of the application. So, especially if you went to a Part 147 training school. So, because that will reduce the amount of experience required, and you have to put it here. So here, as you can see, an example I'm giving you. So, do you wish to claim? You click yes. Please enter any examination modules completed. So if you completed all your B1.1 modules, you can just write B1.1 modules completed, all modules completed. Or as you can see here, you can be a bit extra, 1, 2, 3, you see it, and you write the certificate number, just more details I'm giving, but you probably don't need that. This is important too. Please enter the detail here. Are you claiming an experience credited here? Are you claiming experience credit due to a relevant Part 147 training? Yes, you must take it. So you take, because that will reduce the amount of years required for you to apply. Here, no, I'm not. You're not, unless you're applying with your type course. Here, no. So you continue. Next is the summary of experience. Here, start by listing the first task you recorded in your logbook and the last task performed on that aircraft. Maybe you only worked on that aircraft once and you only have one task, but that's your first ever task on your logbook. It's very important because here this tells the CAA when your logbook started. So it's very important. It doesn't matter. Maybe you only worked on this aircraft once and then after years you worked on again. That's when you bought the last task for that aircraft. The type of aircraft, the engine. Here you write a brief description. Line maintenance, if you have done heavy checks, so you're on the base, you write any. If you have both of them experience, you write both of them. Also use the terms under the supervision of licensed engineer, assisted licensed engineer, so and so on. I would recommend you do one for each aircraft. The first task and the last task in your logbook. And here, in terms of experience, change it a little bit. One of the things I would recommend you is to use ChatGPT or any other AI which can help you. And you can add as many as you like. So let's continue. But first, let me delete this. We continue. Here is declaration. I declare that you confirm. So we continue here. You declare, make sure everything you do in this logbook, in this application, is the best of your knowledge, because it's legally you can be prosecuted with this. And then the next page that will come is the career. Don't click on this. You don't want to receive any material, any ads or anything like that, or any emails from the CAA. Here you click no to avoid duplicate career charges. To be honest, this is the first time of you doing this application. Just click no. Upload your which they ask you, passport or UK driving license. I did a passport. You upload your passport. ignore this. Upload your passport and then confirm and continue. You don't pay now in terms of charges. You don't pay at the moment. It will be later at the end of the applications when you pay. But ignore this £430 is very expensive, to be honest. But luckily for some people, the company help you, will reimburse you after you pay. That's what happened to me. I paid this and my company reimbursed me. So yeah, luckily I'm happy with that. And here are the charges to be paid by someone other than the applicant. For me, it was no. I don't know if you click yes, you have to fill in some details, but for me, it was no. You continue. You continue. Continue here. You will pay by credit card. So just tick that. You tick that. Continue. Next, we come to declaration. It's very important that you don't lie or make up stuff, because this is a legal document which you can be prosecuted. So read this on your own time, and let's continue. I just want to show you. I just want you to see how the application goes. It's a very simple application, to be honest, and the CAA done very good on this application. It's very simple and straightforward. So let's continue. Submission. Here, once you submit, you cannot go back. You cannot go back. I'll show you. If you submit, it does not mean the application is gone to the CAA straight away. No, you have to pay. Once you pay, then the application will be sent. If you can cancel after this stage, you can cancel the application. You lose everything. So before you click submit, I would recommend especially the summary page here. Take a pictures and so on. So because you can never get it back. So let's go to the summary page. So you click submit, because remember, you cannot get it back, so you just have to submit. Now, as we reach the final stage of the application, it's time to upload the necessary documents. Here, depending on what you selected for, if you are applying for the initial or if you are applying for change of address, these files will be different. But since we're doing an initial application, and we have selected that we have an examination certificate, we have a certificate of recommendation from Part 147, it will ask you to add the file here, like a PDF file. And also keep an eye on the amount of total file storage allowed. It's 200 megabits. So I would recommend the first thing you do, since your logbook is the biggest one, you upload your logbook first. So you do your logbook. If you can't add the file here, you can select our delivery manually and so on. And also for here, let's go through it. Certified personal ID. Here you can use your passport, the one that you used earlier. Here your exam certificate, this one, and the UK CAA, I use the same applications, so the same file. Part 147 recognition, this is your basic training certificate. Summary of experience, this is your logbook. And recommendation letter is easy to get. There's already a template, so just search for CAA recommendation letter, click on the first link, and then this is it. This is the recommendation letter. Print this out, fill your name, and just give it the quality. They will do the rest. Let's continue. We select. If you're doing it, I'll say upload all the files. So we can go to the next stage. I will just select our delivery manually. I'll do, and then continue. Here it will ask you to do the payment. You make the payment. Let's say make a payment. Here you do the payment. The price will be different depending of what you selected. If it's change of address, since this is an initial application, it will cost you around this. Maybe it depends of whatever you selected. And since I'm not really making an application, let me cancel it. Once you have submitted everything, you will get an email, a receipt email from the CAA, and also you will get another email that will ask you to send anything if they're required. So if you have selected in the file part that you will deliver a file manually, it will ask you in the email, say, can you please send us your logbook, as an example. And with that, we have walked through the complete process of the application. I hope this was very helpful, and I've showed you maybe little tips and tricks. And I would recommend go ahead and try the application yourself. If you have a question or I missed something, feel free to let me know. And with that, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.